The breaststroke curse. In a breaststroke pool, it is ideal to increase lift by powering through with the chest. The stroke philosophy, however, can be inefficient if applied to butterfly. This skill gap often happens at the end of the butterfly progression. We can fix these problems using one drill. This drill is done by having one arm staggered overhead, constantly putting pressure on the palms that are facing the sides of the pool, while the other arm does the propulsive cycle. The staggered arm is a way to let the swimmer realize that butterfly swimming is aimed at minimizing up and down movement while maximizing forward motion. Recall that in butterfly timing, the setup of the dolphin kick jumpstarts the entire cycle. Similarly, the fly pull actually initiates with an upper body setup. Yes, this is not a glide phase. There is an active pickup of the hips and an active effort to reach backward behind the ear. The phenomenon of counterbalancing is at play here. The abs in front of the body and the traps at the back of the body create this lengthened tension, which is hard to spot from an outward perspective. Now, as soon as the first down kick snaps, the catch must engage. If you're wondering if this position is too early to label as the catch, this is actually the best time to catch, given that the down kick is putting some downward pressure on the water. The equal and opposite reaction from the water leaves the swimmer with two choices. A. Redirect that pressure backward to propel the body forward, or B. Push down on the water to support the breath. The no hands fly drill shows us that the breath does not need additional lift from the arms. So the first choice is the clear answer, but this can be a challenging concept for one reason. In an isolated sense, pulling the arm is a two-step process. Start from the top, finish at the bottom. 2 steps. However, it is often forgotten that because of the second upkick, an extra step can be put in place. Guided by the staggered arm, you will see that the pulling step is conveniently put in place to let you adjust for a more forward trajectory before snapping into the finish. Muscling through is a breaststroke instinct, because indeed the breaststroke only needs 1, an outsweep, and 2, an insweep. Freestyle also has this stretch and pull mechanism, meaning there is one keyframe for the catch and a second keyframe for the pull. But with butterfly, we instead have a catch frame, a pull frame, then a finish frame, all guided by the kick. If the first upkick earlier allows you to produce correct tension in the upper back, then the second upkick also allows you to support the pull with the correct back muscles. If you're curious as to why core compression is required for all pulling type movements, head to this video. To simulate and isolate these phases, we can do this.
I touch them as I go down behind the neck. Okay, one more time. This is upward rotation. I'm exposing the scapulas, opening the armpits. And this, when I touch the scapula as I go down, downward rotation. So all I'm using is middle back muscles, rhomboids, a little bit of lats. There is going to be some pec minor involved, but it's only to put the scapula in a nice position. So I'm not pushing. So again, this is the difference between downward rotation, all back, and then just depression, where I'm just trying to go down, but there's still lots of space in between the scapulas, lots of space. So if you really want to focus on scapular movement, you want to start here, spread out the scapula as far as you can, spread, pinch as you pull, spread as you finish, spread to the top.
As we finish the stroke, emphasize and exit with the pinkies. These two actions mark the end of the pulling phase. The recovery phase and the next upkick restarts the cycle. On land, this can be practiced by raising the arms back behind the head while keeping the head pressed on the mat for a hollow body position. After a non-breathing cycle, incorporating a side breath paired with the same sideward recovery encourages maximum forward movement. Raise, catch, pull, breathe. As a bonus step, working on backstroke pulling is also a way to learn the same shoulder trajectories that we need for butterfly. So go ahead and try this drill on your next swim.